Danielle Bregoli, a 13-year-old girl from Florida, is ungovernable. Her mother has brought her to Dr. Phil because that's what parents do. The title of the episode is, I want to give up my car-stealing, knife-wielding, twerking 13-year-old daughter who tried to frame me for a crime. It's a mouthful, but quite the summary of her life at this time. The episode goes as well as it can go. But at some point, Bregoli says something that will blow up and go viral. In a heavy accent, the 13-year-old challenges members of the audience to a fight outside the studio.
Catch me outside, how about that?
Huh?
Catch me outside, how about that?
Since this moment, Bregoli has carried the tag, the Cash Me Outside Girl.
Cash me outside.
Catch me outside, girl.
The Catch Me Outside girl.
Cash me outside, how about that?
After this appearance, Bregoli disappeared from the spotlight for several years. Unbeknownst to many, however, Bregoli had become a rapper and was cultivating an army of fans and followers. In April 2021, just days after she turned 18, Bad Baby, as Bregoli was now going by, opened an OnlyFans account. 6 hours later, she had earned $1 million, a record for the platform and a sick pointer to the character of the people there. Fast forward 2 years later, Bad Baby claims to have made over $50 million on the platform and owns a $6.1 million home in Florida, formerly belonging to NFL linebacker Jean-Pierre Paul. OnlyFans is a social media platform, more or less, like any other you use every day. However, the big difference is that the creators can hide their content behind a paywall. That means any content you post on the platform is hidden from everyone else except those who pay for access. You could also opt to post your content for free and support your work through other income sources such as tips from fans. Launched in 2016, OnlyFans democratized the adult industry, making some creators seriously rich. Some would say too rich. The platform is open to any type of creator. You will find skateboarders, healthy cooking enthusiasts, fitness instructors, music teachers, poets, etc., making videos for a paying audience. In fact, these are the types of content creators given a front row seat by the platform. They're the kind of creators the company would rather be known for. You'll find them on the front page, featured on the official OnlyFans account. They're the creators promoted by OnlyFans on its social media pages on Twitter and Instagram. Regular people doing regular stuff. In fact, in early 2021, the platform introduced a new app that featured many of its top creators, with the exception of adult entertainers. However, the vast majority of OnlyFans traffic, possibly the only reason OnlyFans is a household name, is its growing catalog of adult content. Tens of adult actors have become legitimate millionaires on the platform in the last couple of years. In Danielle Bregoli's case, that transformation was overnight. So how many users does OnlyFans have? According to web traffic analytics company SimilarWeb, OnlyFans consistently gets over 300 million visits a month. That's almost the entire population of the United States logging in every month to get some kind of fix, whatever that might be. 10 million people a day, every day, and that might be on the lower side. It's a mind-numbing number. That's roughly the same amount of traffic as Amazon UK or Disney Plus get. It's more than HBO Max gets a month. More than Paramount Plus gets too. Airbnb has nothing on OnlyFans. Did someone mention Uber? Them too. Its traffic is not that much lower than Spotify's. Tinder, Bumble, Grindr, and Plenty of Fish combined only see a fraction of this traffic. So from whatever angle you look at it, this is a big and thriving business. In 2020, OnlyFans creators made about $1.8 billion. A year later in 2021, that number grew by 115% to $3.86 billion. The platform certainly benefited from the pandemic and the transition to working from home. The highest earner in 2021, according to research by Statista, was Black China, who made $20 million. Bella Thorne was second with $11 million in earnings. Cardi B and Tyga rounded up the top four, making $9.3 and $7.7 million respectively. The top four are what many consider mainstream celebrities. However, sneaking in at number 5 is Mia Khalifa, who is famous for her not safe for work former day job. She is just one of the hundreds of thousands of adult entertainers on the site. As much as the company shuns them and tries to disassociate from them, they constitute its core business. They are the bread and butter. On August 19, 2021, OnlyFans made an announcement that quite literally shook the world. The company announced that it would no longer allow explicit material on the platform. This announcement was made at a time when the company was trying to raise money from outside investors. A startup trying to raise capital goes through strict scrutiny, and this was speculated to be one, if not the main reason behind this announcement. The investor pool willing to take on X-rated entertainment is simply too small. However, the official reason given was that the company was under mounting pressure from banking partners and payment providers. These are the credit card companies, namely Visa and MasterCard, the two largest ones in the world. They enjoy a duopoly, and according to a 2018 report, about 90% of Americans hold a credit card from at least one of the two. Visa and MasterCard are incredibly powerful, more so in this internet age. While the likes of Amazon, Facebook, Google, and Twitter grab all the negative headlines, the world as we know it would look very different if the two companies were not around. In 2020, following an op-ed by the New York Times about child abuse and material that was found on Pornhub, both Visa and MasterCard stopped processing the site's payment. They were joined by Discover, the number 4 payment processor in the United States. This essentially crippled Pornhub and all the websites in its portfolio. OnlyFans was therefore right to be afraid. If Visa and MasterCard took the same action against it, the website would have essentially ceased to operate. It was feared by some that Visa and MasterCard were launching a war on pornography, which would lead to very dystopian places. However, soon after, OnlyFans and the payment processors came to an agreement and the decision was reversed. Some of the things OnlyFans was required to do was having stricter content review policies, better age verification systems, among others. It was worth noting that MasterCard denied having any role in OnlyFans' short-lived ban on content. A senior vice president in the company said that they learned about it in the media like everyone else. There is no doubt that OnlyFans has transformed the internet. For the first time, this large section of workers whose work is despised, ignored, looked down upon, and rarely appreciated, have a platform where they can get a fair shot at the American dream. But unlike other social media platforms of today, very little is known about OnlyFans, the company. As mentioned, OnlyFans was founded in 2016 by British entrepreneur Timothy Stokely, his father Guy Stokely, and brother Thomas. For 2 years, the site saw modest growth. Then in 2018, Florida-based internet porn baron Leonid Radvinsky entered into the picture, buying up 75% of the company. Radvinsky is a pretty shady individual. This was not his first foray into the internet economy. In fact, it was not his first investment in internet adult entertainment. A report by Forbes in 2022 unmasked him as an aggressively early internet entrepreneur who used shady means to make money in the early days of the internet. More than 10 websites, all created in the late 90s and early 2000s by Radvinsky, published links claiming to direct web users to child content. No evidence was found that the links actually contained such illegal content, however. It was more likely that Radvinsky, in a sick way, was trying to appeal to users in the darkest corners of the internet, as a way of generating more traffic and making more money. In 2002, Radvinsky sued giant internet registry company VeriSign for allegedly transferring one of his domains to someone else. In the suit, Radvinsky revealed just how successful his business was. A single site, the one that was at the center of the lawsuit, was bringing in revenues of $5,000 a day. That's $1.8 million a year. In 2004, he was back in court again. This time, Amazon and Microsoft were suing him for spamming their email users with scam offers and links to his numerous adult websites. This case was settled out of court, with Radvinsky barred from using Amazon or Microsoft tools in his business. Throughout the 2000s and later, he continued with his adult entertainment empire and succeeded in avoiding the limelight. This was until he bought OnlyFans in 2018. It remains without a doubt his most successful investment, and because of just how much the platform has exploded in popularity, Forbes estimated his 2021 net worth to be $1.8 billion. In 2019, 2 years after Radvinsky took over the company, its revenue was about $75 million. The next year, revenue grew 540% to $400 million. The site benefited greatly from people staying at home because in 2021, revenue tripled to $1.2 billion. The platform is home to at least 1.5 million creators. Majority of them make next to nothing, but there are thousands who are living comfortably off their OnlyFans income. Over 100 creators are believed to be pocketing over $1 million annually. Who would have guessed that the world's oldest profession would end up being one of the best paying?